Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're gonna view this video. So I'm Willis, and I'll be talking about Rizal's inventions. Rizal is not actually known for his inventions. He's known for being a national hero, a multilinguist, or even a writer, but not an inventionist. Even with that fact, Rizal was still able to make two inventions, just two, but they are still wonderful. The two inventions are called the sulpakan and the wooden brick making machine. The wooden brick making machine is not actually named, so I just place it as is. So let's start with the sulpakan. This is the sulpakan. Sulpakan is actually a lighter that he made. It uses a compressed air mechanism. As you can see in the diagram below, it uses the shaft A and B to be placed in the hole C, and you have to push it real hard and strong and put it back immediately so that you can make fire due to the air friction that it causes. He then gave the lighter to Mr. Blumentritt, his very good friend. He also gave a letter with with the box where he placed the lighter. Okay, I'm gonna read the letter right now. Dear friend, I am sending you a little box, the same one you sent me to Vienna. It then contained my pin. Now it contains 6 cigarettes, some pegitas, and cinnamon, and kamuning flowers, as well as a Tagalog lighter. Its mechanism is based on the principle of compressed air. The tinder is placed at the extreme of the stick. The tinder is held in D. Afterwards, the stick is inserted in a hole C. It is pushed vigorously and withdrawn immediately. And now you have fire. In order that it may slip in more smoothly, the stick is greased. The lighter is called sulpakan, from the root word sulpak, meaning to insert a stick through a hole. I receive your letter with a picture of the good Dr. Ze- Zepelak. It gave me much joy. Please give him some cigarettes. I cannot send you many because the Austrian customs is very strict. Thanks for the photograph. I cannot write you much because we have suffered a great misfortune. One of my sisters, perhaps the best and the most affected, mother of two boys, has just died. She had a difficult childbirth and she lost so much blood that she died in less than 13 hours. For this reason, I cannot leave my family this year. The poor little orphans do not realize their misfortune, and they are always waiting to see their mother again. They say, tomorrow Mama is coming back. God will cure her. Yesterday we visited the grave. The boys called their mother, telling her, let's go home. Come as soon as you're well. I believe that it exists a soul that hears and thinks. The mother ought to have heard also the innocent voice of her sons. I console myself saying that it was the will of God, and and what he does must be the best. Now we have Pasham. My sister Olympia died last Thursday. The older and the more used the lighter is, the better it will kindle, and the stick A was tied better. Please greet on my behalf my good friends Zepelak and Klutschlak. I will try to write them by the next mail. Greetings to my family, to the family. I embrace you. Faithfully yours, Rizal. So this is the letter Rizal wrote. First, he was talking about the box that he's giving and what it contains. So he said it contains 6 cigarettes, some pagitas, cinnamon, kamaning flowers, and as well as the lighter that he made. It's called sulpakan. And then after that, he then explained how to use the lighter and how do you bring the fire. He explained, as how I said it earlier, put the shaft through the hole and push it, then pull it fast so that it will cause fire through due to the air friction caused by the compressed air. Next, he then he then said of thanking Mr. Blumentritt of what he received from him, the photograph, and asked him to give his good friend a cigarette too. Then he also explained of what happened to his sister, who died because of a difficult childbirth and lost a lot of blood. Also, her children who wants to have their mother back. They don't really know what really happened, but that is a very sad story. And then he also wanted to greet his good friends. That's what he said to Mr. Blumentritt. So that's the story of what he did with the sulpakan. Next, I will be talking about the wooden brick making machine. Rizal made this wooden brick making machine in the Pitan when he was exiled. It can make around 6,000 bricks per day, and he built that so that he could help the community, the farmers, in their work in making bricks. Next is I'll be comparing the sulpakan and a 21st century version of a lighter. First, the sulpakan. As said earlier, the sulpakan is a lighter that uses a compressed air mechanism. It push it puts a shaft inside the hole, and when you push it and pull it immediately, you will cause a fire. So it uses compressed air with a very interesting idea. While today's lighter, we use uh we use that under the picture on the right. It is it uses that circle friction device that will cause friction when you spin it, that would cause a spark. When it causes spark and you press the red button would uh, release gas, flammable gas, so that the spark would burn it. And there you have fire. They use different mechanisms, but both of them will cause fire. Both of them are lighters. Rizal made it one that uses compressed air. This is a smart and complex mechanism, but it is a very efficient one and a nice one. Next, we'll be comparing the wooden brick making machine that Rizal made and a 21st century version. Rizal was able to make it make 6,000 bricks per day, which I believe is a lot for an 1887 version. Well, today, uh, I researched about the Shenta machine. It can produce 100,000 bricks per day. Even though it's 100,000, there were 6,000. Rizal's version is still nice. It's made in 1887. And the Shenta machine is 21st century version. So obviously it should be a lot better. And actually that machine is made in China, so we're not really sure about the quality. Just kidding. And that's about it. That is my report about Rizal's inventions. Uh, he only made 2 inventions. That's why those are the only ones that I have placed there. And these are my references, so thank you.